Hey, True Believers England team here, and we are going to be looking at well, one of the greatest horror artists in comic book history. That's Bernie Wrightson. He did quite a few superhero covers as well. One is in this that kind of skirts it. It's going to be the first one up. That's a little bit hero, a little bit horror, but just freaking right. I don't know how you guys are going to react. I don't know how you guys are going to react to many of these. I did for just poops and giggles to see how it would go. I did the first part of gathering one of these. Like tomorrow is Tales to Astonish, easy peasy, 1 through 12, done. When I do one of these, I look at every cover this person has drawn. Bernie Wrightson here. I did a video or live stream today showing that particular part of the process off. And then the next stage is just eliminating. And then stage 2, like it's like going through auditions and then trying to come up with 15 good, interesting, and iconic covers. So there you go. All righty. That being said, we're all here. I almost hit the end stream. Let's get this thing going. RDV's in the starting block. It's just to go over for those of you who might be listening in and don't know. 1 is horrible, 2 is 1 is god awful, 2 is horrible, 3 is very bad, 4 is bad, 5 is meh, means nothing to you, 6 is average, 7 is good, 8 is very good, 9 is awesome, 10 is super awesome. And sir, you get to start us off on that cross between the superhero and the horror, and that is Gargoyle number 1.
I'm like, gargoyles, you mean?
He was a member of the Defenders, so
I never read Defenders. That was
yeah.
that
And this actually came out around that time. The new Defenders was actually quite popular when it came out, so
it holds up well.
That's pretty cool. I like the rain. You know, it's not a really big rainstorm, but it's enough where it's just starting to come down. You got the little goblin guys underneath him, and yeah, it's just kind of cool. I'll go to 10.
All righty. And how about you, Eric?
For anybody that cares, the gargoyle is Isaac Christensen, a World War I soldier who had been turned into a gargoyle.
Ooh.
So he's basically, like, at that time, I guess he would have been in his late 70s, early 80s. So it's kind of like having a gargoyle-shaped grandpa on the team. And I will also give us a 10.
Okay. All right. How about you, Dominic?
Well, this is a very strong 10. Oh, the composition, everything from the composition to the colors and lighting helps sell the book.
All righty. All right. For me, yeah, I got to agree. The other gargoyles, by the way, are quite good. The detail on them is perfect. But what makes it for me is the rain and the night sky. It really does create a mood, an atmosphere. This is a very well painted cover here, and I'm giving it a 10. Also, that being said, Rhaegar just says, it's a 7. And Henry says, sup, is this the first cover? It most certainly is. Alrighty, and let's see. We have 10 from Cheapo Comics, and then an 8 from Michael Taylor. Alrighty, and let's see what else. We've got 9, Marvel's Cheap DC Demon, says Jackson. If you want to go there, yeah, kind of. Ethereal is saying 8, and Joe is saying 7. Alrighty. And let's see, we've got a Dark Admiral 9. Henry spoke up in the thing, but didn't give a grade here. And I guess Maranya's not in yet.
Yeah,
so I'll tell you what, we'll just stop here. If you have any late bids, just put them on in. Market Gargoyle also, so it doesn't, there's no
Maranya and Henry just voted.
There you go. And we'll bring this down. And
I think I hear you.
Here we go. See what this has.
I think we
have 2 7s and 2 8s and 2 9s against those 5 10s, and that just brings it to a 9 already.
I don't think he can hear us.
Cool.
No, I don't think you can.
Oh boy!
Nervous yet?
Those 3 10s might change that too.
Yeah.
So how was the auction last night? Was it like this every 5 minutes?
There was a lot of it, yeah.
I wasn't able to.
Hey, welcome back. There's a bunch of tens.
Welcome back.
Okay, then I will change this because the worst is when I don't know I dropped because I keep going. I mean, I did a whole spiel. I actually made a song called Gargoyle. It just, yeah.
So Maranya, Henry, and then MK came in.
Okay, so we got Gargoyle #1, monochromatic color, set the tone and mood, well rendered, which the Gargoyle was low on the cover to focus on him more. Even with that flaw, it gets a Gargoyle 10. And then Henry, Gargoyle #1, nice painting, give it a 10. All righty. And Gargoyle 10, says MK. This is getting fun. Hey, Breen, how about that meth game?
Mets.
Oh,
Very
Mets. Okay, yeah, there you go. All righty, so we have 12. Okay, cool. Yeah, the way it was going is that Gargoyle was at a 9, but thanks to the new grades, the new people popping in there, or me just dropping out before they got there, this is a 10. All righty. Because we had 2 7s, 2 6s, and 2 8s going up against 7 10s. So the 10s win by 1. All right, moving on to the second issue. I don't know if you guys would call this a monster cover or a horror cover, but here is Jurassic Park #4. Eric, what do you say?
Dinosaurs, well done. It's pretty simple, but it's like real. I'm 9.
9. All
probably
right.
Should be 10, but I'm gonna say 9.
Okay, and how about you, Dominic?
I give this one a 9 as well.
All right. And RDV.
I had no idea this was even a thing.
Well, that's part of the fun of it.
Well, yeah, this must be early 2000s because I don't see the pop. Never mind. Is she pretending to be a T-Rex? What is going on here?
I think she's trying to hide and not doing too well at it.
Huh? Is something over there? Oh, it's a dinosaur.
That's one big freaking doorway, by the way. I don't think his sides are going to fit, tell you the truth. That thing's got a big ass. I don't know if he's coming through that skinny door.
I think she's trying to, I think she was pulling on another a photo brought in where she was a secretary doing typewriting. Look at those hands.
Yeah, could be. So what do you score this?
I'm going to go 9 with this.
All right, we got 3 9s. You know what? We got 4 9s. This is the second time we've all agreed. As a matter of fact, we also agree with Dark Admiral, Cheapo, and One Slick. 1, 2, and 3. But Ethereal says 10. Joe says 8. And MK says 10. Why not? It's a freaking cool-ass Jurassic Park. Look at the shading on that thing. That is just amazing, too.
I know it. It also complements. It also complements well with how like the reds like blend in with the with the orange and the yellows.
Yeah, like the light, whatever's behind the girl, that light source, it's hitting the stairs. And I mean, he makes sure that everything that would hit that light would be colored that way, right on down to the toes.
Mm-hmm.
The main light source for the toes going forward is the bright light, that's off over here to the left. And the red light is actually shining on the inside of the toes. That is fucking detail, man. That's a fucking 10. I'm sorry, I'm changing my grade here. I just like that just for the lighting of it. Damn, that's good shit. All righty, I talked myself into a 10. Anyway, Henry says Jurassic Park is an awesome cover. It's a 9. I guess I didn't have to mark mine out. There we go. Let's see. Mercifully, we missed D song. 9, very cool cover, fantastic art, colors and details. Alrighty, and then we've got Jurassic Park 4, well-rendered dinosaur, just enough background to set the scene. Damsel in distress sets the peril, score a dino 10. And then we have, please give the stream a like before England team pulls the disc. That's a good idea. Yeah, just smash that like button. Alrighty, please get, let's see, move me up to a 10, says Jackson Roykert. Alrighty. And there we go. We got another 10. The original board game is super vindictive and changed mine to 10 as well, says Michael Taylor. Alrighty. There we go. And Black Spiders comes in with a 7. All right. I'm going to put the stop. And if anybody wants a last Rhaegar, yeah, I do believe. Oh, the Tyrannosaurus Rex literally looks like he's laughing at her. I didn't see it. I thought he was growling, but now that you pointed out, yeah, I can see that a little bit. I can see a little bit. All righty. Let's get the stop. If you have a last minute vote, just put it on in there. And let's see how this one does. And we've got 1, 7, and 1, 8. All right, and that takes down 2 of those 7 10s, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 9s went out by 1. All righty. I thought we might have a double 10 in our hands, but nope. 9s win by 1.
Wait. Hold on. No, Black Spider looks like he's changed his mind.
Okay.
Gargoyle. It says Gargoyle gets a 10.
Okay. So scratch that.
All right. Gargoyle gets a 10, and that helps the score there. And all right, so it's Eric, and now it's Dominic's turn. Dominic, I give you giant-sized chillers, number 3.
Oh wow. And this was also done by Wrightson, or
all these covers
did the ink?
No, this was credited to his art.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, good to know.
All
right. Oh, that's all. You finish.
No, I was saying I went to Comic Vine. I found a page that just had a whole listing of all of his art, and then also Marvel Database. Actually, this is where I got this one, Marvel's Database.
All right. So as for giant-sized chillers, I give this one a. I guess this one a. Oh shoot! It's a toss-up between an 8 or a 9. I'll give this one a 9. 9 is nicely rendered, where like the cover helps sell what the book is about. However, I will say like what could have improved it is if the night setting looks more like it's actually taking place in the evening, because how it looks and the way it's drawn like right in front of us, it looks like it's taking place during the day.
Yes. Yeah. RDV, what do you say?
Well, we're back at Zack's house again. All the villagers are outside. They're picketing. Ye old village where dungarees are half off. Come on, Eileen is the other song that comes to my mind, though. Seriously, though, like, I guess he's just taking a girl because he can't get any, so he has to steal one. I don't know. This is weird. I guess he's. Oh man, I don't know. I kind of want to open the story, but I'm also like, I could just pass and just go read Daredevil.
All right. So what do you score it?
I'll go 6.
Okay. And Eric, what do you say?
I'm going to give this a 10. There's a lot of detail. I mean, Bernie, or if it was him, the only place it looks like Wrightson art is the right arm of the gargoyle.
I was about to say the gargoyle is pure Wrightson.
But but it could just be an overpowering anchor.
Yeah.
So a lot of Zack's relatives are drawn in.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a 10.
All righty. I'm agreeing with Dominic on this one. It's I dig on it. I just think that the background should have been a little bit darker. It just really looks like those German people are really ruining that gargoyle and his girlfriend's beach day. That's what it's coming off as. You're right, absolutely right about the detail on the houses. I mean, all the way back to the very end, it just looks awesome. But the background brings it from a 10 to a 9 to me. All right, let's go to the chat and see what they have to say. MK says 9, so does Cheapo. All righty, so we've got 2 there. And then we've got Ethereal giving this an 8, Dark Admiral a 10, and Joe and Jackson an 8. So it's 3 8s and a 10. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All righty, then we have Giant Size Chillers 3. Very nice layout and detail. It's a 10. That was from Henry. And 8 covered would make more sense with the torches if the setting was nighttime. All right. 10, fantastic cover, art and detail, says Michael Taylor. I think we might be having another George Perez Teen Titans Day here. 10, fantastic cover. Oh, I got that one. It's Maranya's turn here. Giant Size Chillers 3 feels like an homage to a still from a horror movie. Well-rendered details, just enough background to set the scene. Score a Chiller 10. All righty. And let's see. Yeah, it's right. Wrightson, says Henry. He ruined their Oktoberfest, or I say they ruined his beach day. 8 is for Rhaegar. All righty. And here we go. And because Englentine and Breen, cue the Englentine and Breen video. You know which one. I get demonetized every time I use it, but you know what? Because you requested it, ladies and gentlemen. Long time ago in the 70s, Breen and I started a band in Germany.
Žere hlavně pražáky, jmenuje se Jožin. Jožin s Pážin, močálem se blíží. Jožin s Pážin, k vesnici se blíží. Jožin s Pážin.
All righty, there you go.
Now everybody sing along.
I know. By this time, we should know the words, right?
You watch the actual video, and I still look like that guy.
I know. It's
right.
I had to look twice when I did the face clip. I was like, is it really Breen?
All right, so there's no way I'm making any money on this. So now's a good time to push the Ko-Fi link. There's one in the description below. There you go. Thank you for any drops.
Real quick, if anybody didn't already know, that song is covered by Metallica.
Yes.
In Prague.
Yep.
There you go.
Awesome.
Oh, Jackson, come on. That's not going to give you nightmares. This is.
Mom used to say that to me when I was little.
Why are you macking on John Goodman?
No.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, right. That's good. No, if we're going John Goodman, of course, there is that one. All right. Anyway, back to work, guys. Back to work. We're losing it here. Okay, so let's see where this one lands. We had 1 6 and 1 7 taking out 2 of the 5 10s, 5 of the 8s. Take out the last 3. 2 8s versus 4 9s leaves 2 9s. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a 9. All righty. Cool. We are cooking with gas. Great night so far. Some awesome freaking covers. There we go. And let's see. It is that was Dominic, right? So it's my turn, and I get Sinister House number 6. Dun dun dun. All right, let me put the go for Sinister House 6 into the thing, and let's see what we've got. We've got 2 guys in a cart who just dug up some dead bodies, and it looks like he's going to kill the driver as well. Huh. In the meantime, we've got a young lady who's hiding from them behind a tombstone that looks like it's about to fall over, and apparently the tombstone of Robbie the Robot. Great moon, good atmosphere, weird house on the hill or tall, looks like Tower of Terror.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. There's something off about this one. I'm giving it an 8. How about you, RDB?
Eric, I told you to go the other way. I don't know what's more disturbing.
Drive up on the curb.
Maybe that's why she's upset, because she's the one that brought it on the curb. That's why the wheels are like that way. I don't know what's more disturbing, the guy in the background or the way the girl's drawn in the front here. That arm is really, really long on her. Honestly, like, yeah, I'll go 9 though, because I love everything else. Like, you get rid of the stupid girl in the front there, you look past that, the coloring, the orange sun in the middle of the night, the guy about to be whacked by another guy, and just the ye old I guess bad roads that just rose up out of the ground like that and the curves. Yeah, it's a 9. That's great. I like it. Bye. I feel he was dropped because he didn't cut me off.
Yeah.
Oh, technology, it can be a fickle thing.
But look at the face on that woman. Like,
Are we sure that's a woman?
I don't
Yes.
know.
Yes, that's a woman. Come on, you can see her curves.
I mean, it could be a dude with boobs. I don't know.
I mean, it looks like a guy with like a really pronounced rib cage, but
That's what I was thinking too. But look how
yeah.
maybe it's like
if it's a guy, he needs the Joe Weider, build a man course that used to be.
It kind of she kind of had, or that person has like a olive oil kind of.
Yeah.
How long her arms are and everything. So, since you didn't hear me, I said 9.
Okie dokie. And Dominic.
I give this one a 9 as well, because the details in the background really help set the scene. Then the colors, like, there aren't any clashes. They actually complement each other well, and yeah, once again, Wrightson knows like how to render backgrounds and characters through shadows and cross hatching.
Alrighty. And Eric.
I can't put my finger up, but something's not 100% right on this one, so I'm saying 8 also.
Alrighty. And let's go to the chat. Dark Admiral's giving it a 10, and Cheapo says, this one's just not doing it for me. He's giving it a 6.
Did you do yourself, Freddie? Or did you start this off?
Yeah, I started it off.
Oh, okay,
I gave it a 9.
All right.
Let's see. 8 from One Slick, 8 from Michael, and 7 from Black Spiders, and 8 from Joe, 8 from Ethereal. So that's 4 8s and a 7. Alrighty, 4 8s. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 7. And let's see. The more I look at it, drop mine to an 8, says Dark Admiral. Alrighty. And let's see. You're going to give Jackson PTSD. And who's the cooler character? Jigsaw or Bushman? Jigsaw. And 10. Love the Moon and the Harley Quinn looking chick, says MK. All right. Let's see. 6. Change my mind, says Black Spiders. All right. And we get an 8 from Rhaegar. All righty. Dun, dun. Maranya says, Sinister House number 6. Just enough detail to set the scene. Color set the mood. Great concept. Good execution. Score a not so sinister 9. Jackson says 8. Okay. And we have that comic been pasted around. She looks really thin. Looks like a tomboy. Alrighty. We erase one of... Nope. We erased one of the 8s. Alrighty. Cool. All right, let's get the stop, and we'll find out where this one sits.
Did you get a Henry score?
Did I miss him?
Yes, you missed him.
Dark Admiral was... Oh, there he is. Okay. No, I did not. Sinister House number 6. I think that this cover is an homage to an EC comic cover. It's a very good cover. Give it an 8. All right. I didn't have to drop the 8. Okay, so what we got here is 2 6s and 2 7s, taking out those 2 10s and 2 9s. All that's left standing are 8 8s. There we go, and we've got an 8. First 8 of the night as we start going in the other direction.
Don't you mean 3 9s?
No, somebody dropped theirs from a 9 to an 8.
No. From Maranya.
Did I miss her? Just enough detail, set scene, color, set mood, great concept. Okay. Okay, 3 9, so it's 2. That brings it down. Well, it's still an 8. I mean, there were 8 of the 8. So, all right, there we go. And let's see. It is back to RDV. You get a book called Twisted Tales. This is issue number 10.
You can tell this is the 80s. If it was the 80s, it'd have been early 90s. It looks like a.
It's a 83 or 4.
It looks like a. You know what it reminds you of? It reminds you of Thriller or Return of the Living Dead.
I picked two Twisted Tales to choose from. Gail chose this one.
Flesh for flesh. just the skeleton of the bomb. He's like playing. He's like, "Ooh, look at the booty."
I think it's very much like a concert, and that's what I got out of it. And he's like, "Woo, dead lady!"
I mean, that's what I'm getting it too.
This is a 10 for number 10.
This looks like you replace that skeleton with Eddie, and it's an Iron Maiden album.
Oh.
Yeah,
All right,
you're not wrong.
We got a 10 from RDV, and let's see, Eric.
I've always loved this cover. It's a 10.
Okay. And Dominic.
I'm gonna give this one another 10 because of how it is an unintentional homage to Iron Maiden.
Exactly. Sometimes it's because of great art. In this case, it's got some great coloring, great lighting, but sometimes it's because it's campy as hell and just so much fun to look at. This
right?
is it. Yeah, I mean, this is the Batman 66 of Bernie Wrightson horror covers. There you go. All right, let's see how the chat is doing with this one. We've got Rhaegar with a 9, Ethereal with an 8, and Dark Admiral with a 10. So we've got an 8, a 9, and a 10. Let's see. Next up, we've got One Slick with a 9. Alrighty. And Maranya saying Twisted Tales 10, not enough space to let the art breathe. Good concept, not so good execution, even with all the many flaws. It's a Twisted 10. And then we have, in fact, this cover is pretty metal. Change my score to a 10, says Rhaegar. Alrighty, will do. Let's see. That was a 9 to a 10. Okay, let's see if we get another 9 there. The solid purple top detracts from it. Yeah, Ken, this is very much trying to be like an old EC title because back then they had to stand out in the magazine rack, so the title would be far above the other things, and that's why the art is so limited here. 10, cool cover, art, colors, and detail, says Michael Taylor. Alrighty, and then we have 10 from Cheapo Comics. And a 9 from Henry. Twisted Tales, not Wrightson. It's John Pound.
Henry, this is number 10, though. You wrote that.
He wrote down number 11. Yeah, I went by the Bernie Wrightson cover gallery, and I went by, like I said, that one that I showed earlier today, and also for the ones that are Marvel and DC, but those are what I went by. All righty. So anywho, we got a 9 from Henry. Ready? And then we've got, oh, wait, I didn't have to mark that. 8 from Black Spiders. All righty. And I like the one on the left. Hey, look what Dougie picked up. Yeah, exactly. All righty. So there you go. If you want to vote, Kim, feel free to.
He's right. 10 was the last issue, and it says here, painted cover by John Pound.
I got
tonight is Bernie Wrightson and friends.
One by John Pound. I would have another one. As a matter of fact, to vote, I'll just use this as it's, and we'll do it all over again if you want. Give me just 1 second here, and we'll just start the voting all over again. And I'm going to use the other one.
I'll just say this: I don't care. It's a cool cover. Get over it.
Nobody needs to get over anything, son. We're just pointing out that it's Bernie Wrightson night, and that's not Bernie Wrightson.
There you go.
You know what? Hey, if Roy Thomas can take credit for everything, does Bernie Wrightson do anything?
Well, then we'd be calling this Roy Thomas night now, wouldn't we?
It shouldn't.
So RDV, what do you think?
5. Not as cool as the other cover.
Oh, I'm disowning you.
Go ahead. If I can go to bed early, then. Good night, guys.
Here you go. Let me put up the comments. The start for the new. Okay, Jackson has it. Restart. All right, there we go. This is the new Bernie one. I got the other one wrong. I apologize, but at least I had a backup. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then let me put up the 5 here. And let's see, Eric, what do you think?
I love this cover. This is a 10. And for you kids, I said that like EC Comics, if you haven't checked this series out, this comes infinitely closer than those affronts to EC that are being published by Oni right now.
I still need this series, says Jackson. All right, Dominic, what do you think?
No, I give this issue of Twisted Tales a 10. Not only the background helps set up the scene, and I mean, come on, an exploding maniac with a bloody axe chasing like unsuspecting victims with heads like carrying around him.
I know it reminds me of those Vietnam movies where the guy's got a necklace of ears, and this guy's got a bandolier of severed heads, and you know he's just looking to collect 2 more. This is an awesome freaking 10. Yeah. All right, an awesomely gross 10, but a 10 nevertheless. Let's see, and once again, apologize to everybody, but here we go. All righty, Wrightson did the cover to Twisted Tales. Number 2, let's see, 9 from Rhaegar. All right. And I prefer this cover, says Michael, giving it a 10. And we've got an 8 from Cheapo Comics. And then we have still a 10. I have this one in my collection, Dark Admiral says. And then we have, let's see, 10. I still need this series from Jackson. And then 8 from Joe, a 7 from Ethereal, and a 9 from One Slick. So we got a 7, an 8, and a 9. This is truly a great Roy Thomas cover, says Jackson. Maranya says, Twisted Tales, number 2, much better execution, even with the limited space. This guy is collecting heads and chasing his latest victims. Score a very twisted 10. All right, Twisted Tales 2, along with the heads, there's even a foot and a hand tied up, too.
You're not wrong.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Okay, I didn't even notice those. That's pretty cool. And by the way, it looks like a hand that's holding up his... Oh, no, that's the foot you're talking about. Okay. But it gets a 10 from Henry, and Black Spiders gives this an 8. All righty.
I just want to say real quick, they're not even here, and I want to apologize to the Lester sisters for this cover.
For this one?
Because I said, I don't think there's going to be anything tonight that you really would be have a problem with.
Originally, it was a rock and roll cover. By the way, the rock and roll cover will be in place of this one because on the tier list, I don't have this cover. So there you go.
Well, they Googled his name and they said, no way.
Yeah, something along those lines. Wait a second. Let's get this one. And what we have here is 1 5 and 1 7. And then 3 8s, taking out 5 10s. So it's the 2 10s versus 3 10s versus 2 9s. Ladies and gentlemen, that cover at the very least gets a 10. Let me see if I can't target.
I can understand there's confusion. If you Google image search Bernie Wrightson art, it is very grotesque.
Some of it is.
You should have had him Google Bernie Capel, the doctor on Love Boat.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I think I can.
Although I would love the oh my gosh, he's got a lot of cool sketch art. So
Bernie Capel? I didn't know he was an artist.
No, Bernie the attorney.
How about Bernie Sanders?
How about Colonel Sanders?
And this will. I'll just move this to number 1, and we'll forget about it. Alrighty, there we go.
Forget about
awesome, awesome, awesome blossoms. Oh, now I want to go to to Outback.
I
Alrighty.
couldn't have they had kids.
Okay, so what we have next, that was RDVs, right? Yep. And now it is Eric's turn, and Eric gets the, do I have one or two of these? Oh, just one. Eric gets the House of Mystery number 217.
Yeah, the listeners wouldn't like this.
Oh God, it's just, see, the problem is I my gut instinct is to give us a 10.
Okay.
But then I want to go lower because I know somehow, some way, those kids are going to survive this cover.
All right. So what's going on? We have a tree about to eat. This reminds me of Poltergeist, though. That's one of the reasons I wanted to put this one in. It's a tree that's about to eat the boy. But if you look in the puddle, his roots are about to grab the girl. And the rest of the tree is all wrapped up in the vines behind them. This is awesome. But anyway, go on ahead, Eric.
But they're freaking unkillable. So, but yeah, I'm still going to give it a 10. Oh. Venkman, since I'm old and forgetful, remind me that I said a 10 when he comes back.
Hello?
What did you say? Hey.
Yeah, I realized I cut out.
Are you back?
I am back.
Eric, since you're old, you said 10.
Alrighty. How about you, Don?
Yeah, this was is another strong 10.
Alrighty. Got a 10 and a 10. And RDV says
I'm gonna go 8.
8. Alrighty. And
it'd be cooler if that wasn't a swamp and the girl was just liquefying. That'd be great.
Dude.
The last batch, I actually had one where a guy was being washed down a sink. So anywho, what I said was I love the colors on this, and it's awesome that it reminded me of Poltergeist because this kid's about to get eaten like the boy in Poltergeist. And the vines or his roots are coming up to grab the girl from the puddle. I love this. I love this cover. It's awesome. The fact that all the branches are entwined in the vines and everything as well. Yeah, this gets a 10. All righty, let's see if anyone agrees. And there we go. Okay. We have 10 from Dark Admiral and a 10 from MK. Maybe the tree will get indigestion from the kids. Always look on the bright side there, Eric, like MK. 10, right. Everything is fantastic about this cover, says Michael. So we have 3 10s in a row here.
You got to look on the right side, the Wrightson side.
8 from Ethereal, a 9 from Cheapo, and an 8 from Joe. 2 8s.
Oh, quiet, Eric. You've done worse.
9. And then we have Jackson saying, the HR Puffin Stuff Forest gone horribly wrong. HR Puffin Stuff. That's part that scared the starch out of me. And Poltergeist said, Dark Admiral, me too. Me and my friend actually had to leave the theater for a little bit after all that settled down. We're like, oh my gosh, this is the scariest movie ever. House of Mystery 217, creepy tree about to take out the kids. Cheerful colors belie the menace of the scene. Great detail, score a mysterious 10, says Maranya. And then we get a 9 from One Slick and a 7 from Rhaegar. And House of Mystery, I like the swamp water algae effect. Nice detail. It's an awesome cover. Give it a 9, says Henry. Reminds me a bit of one of those Wizard of Oz trees or the Snow White in the Snow White's Great Adventure thing in Disney. All right, so here we go. We got stop. And if you have any last-minute bids, feel free to put them on in here, and we will change what needs to be changed. And let me actually send that stop. There we go, before I take this one down. And let's find out where it goes. We have 1 7, and then we have 3 8s, and we have 3 9s. But we have 8 10s to fight those 7s, 7 scores. So we have a 10. It's Bernie Wrightson. He's getting 10s, kids. It's the way it is sometimes. All right, you want to take a break and figure out a poll here?
Sure.
Okay, woo! For a little bit, I thought I was... if y'all are silent too long. I feel like I dropped. Okay, so let's see. We need some horror ideas. I'm going to throw one out that's Lester friendly. Thank you very much. And we were talking about it backstage, so I'm going to throw out Dell Looney Tunes Halloween stuff.
Pixel once said that. I feel like I dropped, but he still hasn't dropped.
Anybody else have any idea on what we should put in this? We can make it Lester friendly or not Lester friendly. It's up to you guys.
Looney Tune Halloween.
I actually put those in there, RDV, if you want to listen. Yeah.
Okay. Trying to think where they actually. How about Archie?
Oh, that's already programmed.
Oh. Is there any Heathcliff stuff?
No Heathcliff.
Not enough to do it.
I don't know.
I just thought of something, Venk.
Go ahead.
Whenever E starts to annoy us now, we can just go silent for a few minutes and he'll think he's dropping.
Honestly, I treat him like a T-Rex. He needs to be quiet. He doesn't know you're here.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. Well, how about Garfield? Is there any Garfield stuff?
Don't think there's enough Garfield stuff.
We're getting more. Okay.
Okay. So what would be good? EC Comics horror. We've got
Hanna-Barbera.
Casper and Wendy.
There we go. Casper and Wendy. You know what? Okay, if we're doing that, Hot Stuff. I mean, he's a little devil. He's a little.
Well, let's just. How about we just incorporate all of it into one? Yeah, Harvey Kids Horror could be whatever you were voting on.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you could have. Including that, all that stuff. Trying to think what else. Is there any movie, like Halloween, or movie stuff, like comic books that are like considered scary?
There are, but it'd take you a while to find them, though.
Oh.
Okay, and let's see what we got. How about Casper covers? You know what? I'm going to put, we got Casper and Wendy up here. So this is what I've got. Looney Tunes, Dell, Halloween, Harvey Horror. I made Casper his own thing, and then Disney Horror. All right.
What constitutes Disney Horror?
I was thinking the old Dell
Kathleen
stuff.
Kennedy?
Like, I know, right?
Come on, man. That's too easy.
I laid that right on top of the net.
I know, right? That was you lobbed that up and he hit a home on that one. Hey, Simpsons Treehouse of Horror should have been up there. Now that I'm thinking of it. All right, but I was thinking Dell Disney. That's what I was thinking about. All right, so I'm just going to take time a little to put my vote in, my 2 cents as well before we get moving. All righty.
Alvin the Chipmunks.
Right now we have, I should just say Dell Horror, and that can cover, the same way we've got Harvey.
Or you can just say
Casper and Wendy is their own thing, but it'll be Looney Tunes. Let's just say it's Dell Horror completely, and then Disney Horror and so forth. But there you go. All right. And because that'll include stuff like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Green, how many thriller books were there? With Boris
Karloff? There's 90 something.
How about the Boris Karloff thriller?
Oh no, dude, the poll's up.
Oh, is it? Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I said
I was going to go vote.
Tomorrow is another poll.
So let's see. That was the 6th one, right? So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so we are on to book 7, which is for Dominic. Dominic, you get to start us off on House of Secrets number 99.
Sorry, Casper and Wendy. Nobody likes you.
Yeah.
6% do. Now 0 does.
All right. For this issue of House of Secrets, I give this one a 10, and because because of how nicely detailed like the backgrounds are, the the colors. The colors like also help to enhance like what's going on within this scene. Then it makes you wonder like what is actually happening.
Okay, well, what's happening is there's a witch holding up a crystal ball, and apparently so long that a cobweb has grown between it and the crystal ball, and she's watching a guy in, I guess it's a comic book artist. Is that Bernie Wrightson?
It is.
Oh, geez.
Oh, that's awesome. So, Witch is watching Bernie Wrightson draw that same comic book, because he's wearing the same outfit, by the way, in his house. I'll tell you what I love. One thing I love about this, you have the yellow moving in, right? But the what surrounds the crystal ball is white, because the most important part is what's going on inside. Nothing in the background detracts you from the image of Bernie Wrightson looking in horror, probably at the witch that's now looking at him. This is a fucking 10. This was a 10 before, but now that I see the story of it, god dang, yes, a 10. How about you, RDB?
More like he's trapped inside that, forced to draw more.
There you go. Oh my gosh, I love that story better.
Can't get away from the auctions. Brain, you're stuck in there.
No.
I'll go 9 on this.
All right. And how about you, Eric?
I will give it a 10, but I don't need to swear.
Oh, okay. I can give 10s without swearing.
That's right. Fuck yes, I can.
All right. So let's see who didn't get the. I'm just kidding. Cheapo says 8. MK says 10. Alrighty. And then we have a 9 from Dark Admiral. Next up, we've got an 8 from Ethereal, a 7 from Rhaegar, an 8 from Joe, and a 6 from Black Spider. So we've got a 6, a 7, and 2 8s. Alrighty, I'm giving this score I thought about before the big reveal. He probably has a crystal ball on his desk, and he sees the witch looking at him. 9 from One Slick, and a 10 from Jackson. Alrighty. Zoink. And we've got House Secrets Cool Escher Influence. It's a very good cover. It's an 8. Alrighty. And then Maranya says House Secrets 99, terrifying image of a man trapped inside the crystal ball. Great details. Sadly, the background color doesn't support the horror. Even with this flaw, it's a 10. Alrighty. I don't think it's a flaw, the background color, but Did Wrightson ever do Marvel? Yeah, actually, we had a Marvel feud on the third. The third cover was Giant Size Chillers. Oh, and Gargoyle was the first. That was a Marvel as well. 10. I didn't realize it's Wrightson. Very cool. Very cool, says Michael. All right, let's put in the stop. And if you do have a late bid, or I'm sorry, vote, just go right on ahead and put that in there. And if it changes anything, we will change whatever it had changed. Drop this, and we've got 1 7 and 3 8s. And take out 4 of those 7 10s. Or 8 10s, excuse me. So we have 4 left. But we do have 3 9s. Thus, this becomes the next 10. Alrighty. Good stuff. Not so cheap. Okay, Duckies, ladies and gentlemen. 4 10s. The Bernie Wrightsons are kicking ass and name-taking all at the same time.
You got that right, son.
And 8 is my turn again. And this is, I like to put in the 8 spot because it's right in the middle. When we do books like this, I like to put the one that I have no idea. Is it too weird for you guys? Is it a little abstract? What's going on with that? In this case, it's mostly black and white. It's Frankenstein by Bernie Wrightson. Let me put in the go for Frankenstein. Alrighty. And I think this is one of the most awesome detailed pieces of art ever made for a comic book. Now on this one, of course, the title gets in the way a little bit, but not enough to mess it up. This is absolutely a 10 from me. It's amazing. This is an amazing piece. You can look at this cover and see something new every freaking time. RDV, what do you say?
Is the whole book in black and white, or is just
The one that I read was.
yeah? Huh.
This was a passion project of Bernie's to do the Frankenstein story.
The only thing I gotta say is it is a little bit muddled, a little bit because of the black and white.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is very grotesque looking. But if
Incredibly detailed.
But if you look, yeah, you look over. There's 1,000 beakers there on the left side, which kind of do muddle together. Unfortunately, though, but that's the side effect of doing black and white. This. So I'm gonna go down to a 9.
Okay. How about you, Eric?
This is a 4. Plus 6.
Okay.
Like
I
we're
was
shocked.
telling myself,
really?
don't go off. Don't go off on them. Don't. Alrighty. Anything
please do.
Anything to add to it, or are you good just saying the story?
No, this, I said this. If we try to describe this cover, we could be here all night.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, this is one of those that just grabs you instantly.
Really?
It really does, right?
Really?
With the
Holy shit,
Frankenstein
I
grabbing
mean,
it.
The grabbing?
That was unintentional, actually.
All right, Dominic, what do you say?
Another strong 10. Like, this is the definition of a nicely rendered Gothic horror piece.
Yes, that's a very good way of putting it. All righty, gang, we are heading out with 3 10s and a 9. Let's see where this lands with the chat. Right out the gate, One Slick says 10. Rhaegar says I'll give it a 10. Cheapo gives it 5 10s, but we're only going to count 1. Dark Admiral says 10. I've got this one in my collection. 10 incredible detail, says Michael Taylor. Frankenstein, even seeing just half of it, it's still an 11. Great detail, says Joe, giving it a 10. All righty, so we've got 6 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. MK gives it an 8. And Maranya says, Frankenstein, this cover is incredibly detailed. Black and white evokes the old horror movie feel. Score a creature 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, that should have been in a different direction there. The cover grabs you like Diddy. Ha! Extinguishes torch. You're safe this time, says Dark Admiral. And Jackson gives it a 9. Okay. And we get a phrasing from Ethereal. All right. Once again, if you have a late vote, just put that on down and we will change whatever needs to be changed. But considering we have 1 8 2 9s and 10 10s, this is a 10, kids. All righty. There we go. Then let's drop this. And I'll score it up there at 10. Are you guys still here?
No.
Still here.
Gosh darn it. I don't know who to believe.
I am here.
Thank you for getting the joke there, Eric. All righty. Let's see. That was mine. So we're going back to RDV. And RDV, you could start us off at Weird Mystery. I believe this is number 1. There you go.
Jeez. That is weird. Is it really a mystery? It's just weird.
Is it a mystery as to why this cover is weird?
I don't know. I'm not solving a mystery. Yeah, it is just weird. I'll go 8.
All righty. And how about you, Eric?
I'm going to do something that I don't do very often, and that's vote lower than VENKMAN. I don't know. So if the hands were coming from the side and maybe from the back too, like they were coming from all sides, this just looks like she could just go back in.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to say 7.
Okay.
A lot of pixel fingers, though.
I'm going to say that her life probably would be easier and less spooky if she buys better candle holders, because that one is kind of freaky. And but the hands coming up look good, so I'm giving this an 8. How about you, Dominic?
I'm giving this an 8 as well.
All right. And let's go on up to the chat and see what they say. Dark Admiral saying 8. Cheapo saying, I got that reference, RDV. I didn't hear a reference on it. I didn't get it. Let's see. Cheapo says 8, and Ethereal says 8, so that's 3 8s.
I did another one.
1, 2, and 3. It's Phoebe from the Drew Carey Show. 7 for me, says MK.
Nah, better looking.
It's Mimi.
Mimi, yeah. 2 8s from Michael Taylor and Jackson Roykirk. Rhaegar gives it a 7, and One Slick gives it an 8, and that is 1 7 and 3 8s. 1.
I think he's right because I said I am here. That's All Might. Other than that,
Who?
I don't know. My Hero Academia, All Might.
Oh. Weird Mystery 1. Great details, just enough background, set the scene, colors work to evoke the mood. Score a weird 10, says Maranya. And these covers are going to be very hard to rank at the end. Yeah, they are. But this one is definitely going into the 8 column, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, nope, there's Henry. I'm not trying to be a spoiler, but you can see the signature by the canon. Mike Kaluta is still an 8. I'm going to leave this one in. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, I saw that, but it's credited to Bernie Wrightson once again. So I'm wondering if he did inks or colors on it, and that's why they gave it. I don't know. Hey, Leon, what's up? Okay, let's see if I can't do something here as well. What do we have? Because it does get tiresome. Not that you point these things out. It's just that I did go through the cover galleries and you saw what. But actually, you did point out a couple that weren't.
Wait, people watch that?
So let's see if. Oh, yeah, this is House of Mystery, right?
House of this is Weird Mystery.
A Weird Mystery. I do not have another Weird Mystery, I think. Oh, yeah, I do. There we go. And I guess we'll have to do this one. I apologize, guys, for this happening. It's all, of course, my fault. I thought I had what I had, and I didn't. And it has a Kirby Wrightson splash page. Maybe that was it. But if you guys don't mind me adding in the proper stuff, I will do that. I enjoy these, and I'm having a great freaking time with these Bernie things. And it seems like when I need to go find something, oh my goodness, here we go. I seem to be able to find something equally as good. So here you go. And I'll
so
we are. Let's this one was RDV, so let's go with RDV.
So Bernie Wrightson was credit the one you just showed before. He did interior work.
Okay.
That's why.
No worries. Like I said, we just do it this way.
Beware of the werewolf / jackrabbits. It's weird. His legs are like that. But that's a guy got his hand. Oh, it's an axe. I'm like, that's a weird looking shovel. That's also a weird looking axe too. Yield axe. I'll give it an 8 for a 3 dog night.
Okay. All right. So let's see. We got the restart. How about you, Eric?
I am going to go 9.
Okay. And Dominic?
Yeah, 9 as well.
Okay. I dig on this one as well, but I think I'm agreeing with RDV. It's an 8. I like the werewolves though. And that
where?
No, hey Henry, keep me honest. I appreciate it. Don't worry about it. This comics is before my time. Well, here's what you do. You look at the cover, and is the cover cool? And then you score it. There you go. It's easy. You don't have to know the books to score the covers. I definitely prefer this cover, says Michael Taylor, giving it a 10. Dark Admiral gives it a 10 as well. Definitely an upgrade, they say. Alrighty. And let's see. Good one, RDV. Reminds me of the Ghostbusters Monsters. All right. Rhaegar gives it a 7. There we go. And so does Joe. Alrighty. Let's see how all the rest go. Jackson comes in with an 8. Alrighty. The scores go like this, Leon. 1 is god-awful. 2 is horrible. 3 is very bad. 4 is bad. 5, doesn't really do much for you. We got 6 is average, 7 is good, 8 is very good, 9 is awesome, 10 is super awesome, and score it however you want there. All right. Okay, let's see. Where did I leave off? Reminds me of the Ghostbusters Monsters, says Joe. And let's see. Rhaegar gave it a 7. Joe gave it a 7. I got those. And then we have Jackson Roykirk with an 8. And then Maranya with a Weird Mystery 21. Frontiersmen being menaced by werewolves. Just enough background to set the scene. Color evokes the mood. Score a weird 10. Alrighty. And let's see. Weird Mystery Tales. It's an awesome cover. Give it a 9. And Ethereal Dragon gives it a 9 as well. Alrighty. And let me get up. Leon says 6. All right. There we go. And let's see where we go with this. All right. Zoinks. Oh, One Slick came in. I skipped Cheapo too. I thought I grabbed you. You were 9 and One Slick is a 9. All righty. There we go. And get the stop. And here is where it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, drop that. And okay, so we're on this one next. But what we got there is we have 1, 6, and then knocking out one of those 3 10s, and then 2 7s taking out the rest. And then it's 4 8s versus 6 9s. The 9s win. And we're going to grab, not that weird. We're going to go to here and grab this weird. All righty. And next up is, who was that? That was me, RDB, and Eric, you get Dead She Said, issue number 1.
I'm going to give it a charitable 7.
Okay, wow. What is it about it you don't like?
I like the guy coming through the window, but honestly, the guy laying on the ground that you can see the very much close up, I don't think that's very good art.
All right, all right. How about you, Dominic?
I gotta get back to you on that.
Okay. Let's see. RDV.
Yeah, I'm just noting a theme here. None of this is safe for the girls.
Say what? Oh, none of this is safe for the girls? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, they did their research. That's awesome for them.
Yeah, the guy coming in through there to the window, discovering the dead body. It does look very I want to say cartoonish a little bit. The guy in the front part, I can understand that, but even the guy in the background, he just looks like one of those weird looking characters you'd see like in the back of a don't go in the hills, there be monsters, Jason's there.
Doesn't look very Wrightson-y.
Yeah, it looks different. It looks but I'll say this though, I just noticed that looking above where the guy calling in the window, look at the detail on the curtains. That is really cool. I like that. Everything
fabric is folded.
That's really cool. I'm gonna go 8 on there though.
Okay, I'd add to it the rips in the chair. You know, the fact that the books are leaned, and I mean, there's a lot of good detail to this. I do have to agree with Eric though that as well as the guy coming in the window looks, the dead body is just a little bit off for me.
It's like a Telltale's video game. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm giving it an 8 here. Okay.
All right. As for me, I'm scoring this one in 8 as well. Everything is well put together. However, the only thing that's really holding it back from being a 10 is the body.
Okay. Alrighty. And Eric, did you give this one 7 or an 8?
Yeah, 7.
7. Okay. Alrighty. Going on to the chat. Dark Admiral gives it an 8. Dead, she said. It's a 7, says Henry. Already, and then we have Shaz Kara. I did get your score for the last one. Is a 7 as well from Chaz. Okay, and then we've got 6 passable, says Joe. And then we have let's see, 7 from Cheapo, a 7 from One Slick, and a 7 from Michael Taylor. This is 1, 2, and 3 sevens. Ha ha ha. Rhaegar says 9. Alrighty, and then let's see, we have a 9 from MK. Indiana Jones shooting the Anthony Hopkins Wolfman. Alrighty, and let's move down a little bit so I can get the other scores. Jackson says 7, and Ethereal says 8.
Just looks like the guy, Detective walking in, is like they turned Bert and Ernie into a human.
There you go. Let's see, and Leon saying, I have no opinion. That, sir, would be a 5. That's where you are. When it's like right in the middle there, just say 5. Alrighty, and let's see. Dead, she said, all the details set the scene. Monochromatic color sets the tone, or the tons. Rendering is a little bit realistic, but it works. Score a Dead, she said 10, says Maranya. Cool cover, though, Michael Taylor says. It looks like you put more work in everything but the figures. Maybe so. Maybe so. All right, let's see where this one goes. Comic cover number 10 has 1, 5, and 1, 6. I counted your score there, Leon. 1 takes out that 1, 10, and one of the 3 9s. 6, 8, or 6 7s, by the way, takes out the last 9 and all 5 8s. And this is the lowest scored comic of the night, going all the way down to a 7. But still, 7 is a good cover. Alrighty. There we go. And let's see. That was, let's see, it was me, RDV, Eric, and Dominic. You're up. And I don't know. Maybe this is a little bit of a cheat, but when I found out this was a Wrightson cover, and I don't know if it is for all the mistakes I've made so far tonight, I thought let's score it. It's Tomb of Dracula. This is issue number 43.
Fortunately, you can look at the bottom right-hand corner and see that he signed it.
I could have. Oh, yep. I do remember seeing that, by the way. So I did know. But let me get the start. Tomb of Dracula 43. And Dominic, what do you think?
I give this one a strong 8. And the reason for it is the coloring. It looks too bright, right, in order to establish a horror atmosphere.
All right. And how about you, RDV?
6.
A 6, really? Wow.
Really?
A lot of the Tomb of Dracula covers, I'm just not into them. They're kind of bland to me.
Okay. How about you, Eric?
I'm going to go 9. The only reason why it's not a 10 is I think he kind of phoned in the girl's hair, and it takes up a lot of the cover.
Okay.
It does look like that, doesn't it?
See, I like the colors on this one.
I do too.
I think it just allows the girl and Dracula to step up to kind of really focus in. The writing on the tombstone, we've got a good gargoyle there. And yeah, I'm sorry. I like a good blonde walking through the night in a wispy nightgown for some reason. It's just a thing. The hair is a little bit off. Yeah, okay, I see that. I think I'm going to agree with you. Give this one a 9. Let's see how the chat goes, though. Okay, and it is Dark Admiral saying a 10 and a Rhaegar 10 as well. So there we go for that. And we have, let's see, an 8 from Ethereal and Joe. So 2 8s. And then we've got a 9 from Cheapo and a Chaz 7. Tomb of Dracula is a 7. So we got a 9 and a 7. Alrighty. And then let's see. Woman no means no. I know, right? You got to tell her because she's walking all over Dracula's grave. 6 from Leon. 9, great detail, but inks are not so great, says One Slick. Alrighty. And we got a 9. And then we've got Tomb of Dracula 43. Simple, effective. Concept sells the book. Great detail. Score it a Nightmare 10. And then the yellow is a little bit too much for Leon. All right. Tomb of Dracula 43. That girl's hair reminds me of Infantino. Where on earth is Carmine Infantino?
Whoever made that point, that's a great point.
What?
Oh, Henry. Yeah, I now that he mentions it, he's absolutely right.
the yellow is too much?
No,
the hair.
female hair.
The way it moves around, it's like, remember Spider-Woman? He kept doing the weird hair.
That's a great point out.
Let's see, who was that? Oh, it's Henry.
Yeah,
Tim Madrid, girl's hair reminds me of Infantino. It's very good cover. It's an 8. Alrighty. And then P.S. Once again, the title is not to be taken literally regarding the color scheme. All right. Let's see. Under the blood red moon, yellow flowers, not. Let's see. Chaz Kara says Waits on was asleep doing that cover, and he's a lot better than this. And MK says I'll go 7. All righty. So that leaves us 2 6s, taking out 2 of those 3 10s, 2 7s, taking out the last one, and one of the 4 9s, leaving 4 8s versus 3 9s. And the 8s win, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. We are cooking with gas, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. And moving on, we are at cover number 12, which is mine. So let's see. It is Seduction. Whoop, let me put the start in here.
You got Michael's number 9.
Did I miss somebody? Michael Taylor?
I guess.
Okay, 9, very nice detail. Okay. That being said, let's see. 2 and 2 6s, taking out 2 10s. The well, it still ends up being an 8, but just barely. Okay, so alrighty, let me get the start here for the Seduction of the Innocent in 3D. Alrighty. Obviously, the Seduction of the Innocent playing off of the Wortham trial covers, and this is very much in the vein of those Wortham covers. There were a couple of drowning. One of them you're going to see when we do the Wortham covers, as a matter of fact. I like this. The colors are good. The green water background serves well for seeing kind of a yellowish face. It's like the light is coming from the algae as it pushes upward. Yeah, I'm giving this a 10. I'm loving this. This is absolutely fan-freaking-tastic to me. RDV, what do you think?
8.
An 8 from RDV. Not feeling it the way I am, but still thinking it's a very good cover.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the way the heads get back up like that.
All righty. Eric, what do you say?
I am feeling it and giving it a turn.
All righty. Dominic.
Oh, this one is another 10. Oh, the cover really helps sell the bug and makes you want to look inside it.
Yeah, I like the detail on the rock as well. I mean, this is just really good. This is a
masterclass of really how to render like an underwater background.
I mean, I've watched as people drown like this, and this is really capturing it. The only thing is, the mouth would be opening wider as he's drowning because the person's it's almost like a shock feeling when you actually see them start to. I mean, that's the end; they're about to die. So, but I think this captures it. I think that, there should be a little bit more of the body kind of convulsed. So there should be more movement rather than straight. But otherwise, I still think
I like you guys. I've seen rocks, but this is a really good rock. I like rocks.
Rocks are good sometimes. All right, because they help the bodies. So Seduction of the Innocent is an 8 from Chaz, as well as Ethereal. But Dark Admiral says 9. Joe agrees with the 8. So there's 1 9 and 3 8s.
I mean, that's a good looking rock.
It is a great one.
You know what the rock says?
I appreciate detail on comic book covers.
What does he say?
It doesn't matter.
Cheapo says 7. Rhaegar says 8. One Slick says 9. And Jackson says 10. So we have a 7, an 8, a 9, and a 10. All right, we got it. Let's see. Leon says bubbles could be bigger, but 8. Yeah, he gets it. He's seen people drown. All righty. Let's see. Probably not in his own aquarium like me, but different strokes, different folks. Alrighty. Maranya says, Seduction of the Innocent. I got Michael's 9, by the way. Seduction of the Innocent. The rendering evokes the horror of the guy being drowned. Muted colors work to convey the underwater scene. Score Wortham 10. I want to give it 1,000.
Why do you guys think he left Florida?
Did England team say he watched people? Dude, a ham, a turkey, and the body goes into Alligator Alley down south in the swamp. You don't have to worry about it. Is that the Riddler? Someone else, just Tony Soprano. And also, did you say watch people drown anyway? 10. Oh, good to know people are paying attention. All righty, so that's a 9 and a 10. Ready. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We got 1-7 taking out one of the 6 10s. We've got 6 8s taking out the last 5 and one of the 4 9s. So this cover is a 9.
Yeah, the only good thing about living up here is
these are some really cool covers.
When the morgue gets full, you can put the bodies outside in the snow and they stay cold.
But once the snow melts, there's the body. Nobody's going to crawl into a place. Even cops aren't going to go to a place called Gator Alley to root around for bodies. The worst you get is if they carry a boat. But if you put the right kind of meats, the gators go right through the meat. You feed them into new shit. That being said, it's RDV's turn, and you get cover number 13 of the night, which is Dead of the Night, number 11.
Wow. Well, it's the guy's tongue sticking out. I'll go 10.
All right, we got a 10 from RDV because of the tongue sticking out. How about you, Eric?
Well, this is a rare opportunity to see the Gil Kane upshot from another angle.
See?
And if that's not 10 worthy, I don't know what is.
All righty. How about you, RDV? I mean, Dominic. Hispanic RDV.
Wow. Honestly, I gotta be the Hispanic version because he's got more money.
Oh, right.
I'm giving the first issue of Scarecrow a strong 10. You know, like everything is on point, and plus he's a criminally underrated hero within the Marvel universe.
All righty.
Would that make him?
How can you say that? He'd have to gain a great deal of popularity to be criminally underrated.
So you should change your Dominic. Change your name to HRBV.
Here's the thing. I love this cover so very much. When I was looking through the cover gallery and I saw this book was in it, I said, okay, it's going in. This has to be in. The colors on it are awesome. The Scarecrow is just fan-freaking-tastic. I agree with Eric, though. Nobody outside of comic book fans know him. And a lot of comic book fans don't know him. But everybody who does loves this shit. I sold 3 or 4 comics of these comics in the auction for about $10 or $15. I see them now going for much more than that. So that just tells you. At the very least, speculators think something. I Dalton and I have said many times we wish that that Kevin Feige kept going with the Marvel Chillers after the Werewolf by Night. I would love to see Scarecrow get a series like that. But going here, the unconscious girl, the dying or dead guy, Scarecrow looking like he's about to gut him. Everything is freaking awesome on this, and it does get a 10. Alrighty,
yeah,
so what?
Plus, like the background, I was just saying, like the colors as well as the details in the background really, like the rendering helps to evoke the mood of what is happening.
Yes. So anyway, Dark Admiral says 10. Another book on my want list, dude. If I can find it, it might cost two bills, not 200. I was about to say that 20 or 30 bucks, but I'll have it. 10 from Rhaegar. I'm not surprised that this cover show will be very hard to rank at the end. I know, right? Let's see. So true from Leon. And we've got 2 10s and an 8 because Joe gives it an 8. All righty. 1, 2, and an 8. And then we have, you going to let him get away with that? Wait, what? 10. I like the way the Scarecrow is drawn, says Cheapo. And One Slick says 10 for the first appearance of the Scarecrow. So we got 2 more. And then Scarecrow is a 9, says Chaz. And we have random question, but is England team taller or shorter than Eric Green? By about that much, I'm taller. I would say.
And you do notice the Gil Kane cover, right? This is just Wrightson on the inks.
You know what? I'm not going to with it anymore. I love this cover.
Yes, I'm cool with it because I love me some Gil Kane too.
And Wrightson worked on the cover, so at least we're that far in.
I mean, it took Gil Kane for me to give it 10.
Because sometimes, you know what? Sometimes when I'm doing these artist things, they put covers in that maybe they just did the inks or something like that. So yeah, at this point we've already replaced 2 of them. This one's staying in because it's too damn awesome. But yeah, I think I was taller by just a touch, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. And I thought Scarecrow was DC.
And then I said, please don't touch me again.
That's true. Yes. Yeah.
That
was a bit awkward after that. So, yeah. Let's see. Jackson says 8. I have to say 9, says Leon. So we've got a 9 and an 8. And then we have 10. Very cool cover and colors, says Michael Taylor. By the way, Leon, everybody gets a voice here, even if we disagree. Dead of Night from number 11, rendering evokes the scene well, coloring works. This sells the book. Score a Scarecrow 10.
Everyone gets a Marvel voice.
There you go. Yes,
Marvel voices.
Yes. I say very many times, you don't have to give a super chat to have your comment read, but doesn't hurt.
I think Geeky Public Show, you have to, in order for us to read your comments, you do have to super chat.
There you go. Yes. Fun fact: if it is the same character, there was a Scarecrow as an Iron Man. No, it is different. They are different characters. Ethereal says, "Oh, go on ahead."
I would say I don't know if there was another appearance other than Marvel 2-in-1 18.
Yeah, I was about to say he's in Dead of Night 11 and 12, and I think it's 12, and then he shows up in, I guess that's it. Marvel.
Oh no, because this was the last issue of this. He shows up in a Marvel Spotlight, I think.
Well, okay, that's what I'm thinking of. Then I was about to say, because I know he did a continuation. I thought it was a continuation of the story anyway,
but I think that's it. Those 3.
All right, there you go. Let's see. No, Leon, I wish. I actually go around the internet and try to find these, the best of them. But yeah, I wish I owned them, but in all honesty, whatever I own ends up in the auction at some point in time anyway, except for my first appearance as a Tana. We'll never make it there. Just to let you know, it's Marvel Scarecrow, not Dr. Exactly. If that guy had green hair, he would remind me a bit of the Joker. Everybody gets a voice here. Even VENKMAN, says Rhaegar. And Jackson is even tolerated. So there you go. Alrighty. Okay.
Is that your cover list? You're talking about your cover list book for Zatanna?
40 freaking cents. I forgot if it was the 4. I know the Lois Lane one, and that one of them was 14 cents. One of them was 40. That's how much I paid for it. So yes, I love my coverless first appearance of Zatanna. Hell yeah. Okay, so the Dead of Night got 2 8s and 3 9s, but it's going up against 10 10s. So not surprisingly and very deservedly, this cover is a 10. Alrighty.
Marvel Spotlight 26 for anybody that cares to go look for it.
Alrighty. Cool. I will look for it.
No, has Dead of Night yet to be reprinted in trade paperbacks or even an omnibus?
I don't know. I do not know. All right, that was RDV. Eric, you get the next one, and it is Stephen King. It is Bernie Wrightson. It's a graphic novel made in what, 1983. It is Creepshow.
That's why God made fathers. The cover's a 10. The movie's a 10. Where's my cake, Bedelia?
The Dancing by Ed Harris is the 10, and I got your 10 there, Henry.
Well, the balls on that guy, and that's got more than one meaning. Jesus God, his pants. Yeah, everything about Creepshow, the original, is a 10.
Okay, let's see. It's telling me that I'm having trouble connecting, so I may be dropping again. Because I tried to put the.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Dang it!
It's just It's just not letting me go. I see also a 10 from Rhaegar, so that's the starting point over in chat. But what do you give this, Dominic?
Goodbye.
Another banger 10. And like
Okay, we got
like I said, like this creep show is a touching homage to the EC Comics covers.
Yep. All righty, RDV, what do you say?
10. It's featuring Eric Breen as a little kid reading the book, and he's thinking about
Actually, I'm that age, by the way. That this isn't Eric Breen. This is me.
Well, at least he didn't say. At least he didn't say that was me outside the window.
Oh, that's true.
Well,
I know
he
that,
cut me off.
that's Eric's age outside the no. But yeah, I was 12 when Creep Show came out. 12 or 13. Was it 82 or 83?
82.
82. I was 12 years old when this came out. Yeah.
That's what happens when I get cut off. I don't get to finish my sentences.
Okay, go on ahead there. Sorry.
No. It is weird though that the skeleton's only got one eyeball.
A little bit. Yeah.
I want to. Is that story in there? I want to know, how did that ghoul lose his eye?
No, that's the creep.
Well, that's Eric Breen and the little guy right there. That's not the creep.
All right, what do you give this?
10, dude.
All right.
And I'll just because I love the Dawn of the Dead, and I love like the little model sailboat up there. It's cool.
A Carrie poster over his bedpost.
Shining.
Let us see. Well, let me find that. Also a 10 from Rhaegar. Okay, and we'll start from there. And let's see.
1982.
We have 10 from Dark Admiral saying iconic, and it is. Freak Show or Creep Show, as Chaz is saying, is a 9 already. And we've got to go. Have a good night, Dark Admiral. Joe says a 9. And Michael Taylor says 10. Fantastic cover, colors, and details. So we got a 9 and a 10. And then an 8 from Ethereal Dragon. Alrighty, an 8 from Cheapo Comics. A lot of buffering. Have a good night. Sorry. That's me and my damn computer here. Jackson says 10. And then we have, let's see, Leon saying 10. And we have MK. Also, was this one of the guys who was deteriorating saying, hey, lady, can I have a ride? That's Creep Show 2. We don't talk. Actually, Creep Show 2 is, Creep Show 3 we don't talk about.
Yeah.
And let's see. One Slick says 9, and Henry says not again. Crap. Signature on the bottom left, not Wrightson. Still an awesome cover. You know what? Fucking Wrightson did shit all over this book. So I'm.
Oh wow! Look at the cover.
You mean the one that says art by Bernie Wrightson?
What does it say next to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was an old EC artist, so we're gonna give him a pass.
Jack Hammond.
Yeah. There we go. I don't care at this point. All right. Because you know what, this I don't have a Creep Show. I'll take it. It even says on the cover, I fucked this one up. I just screwed up the Bernie Wrightson straight through.
Bernie Wrightson and friends.
I know. I didn't know the Spectre stopped kids reading. And let's go with
Bernie and friends.
And 19, I was 18, says Chaz. Creep Show, the cover evokes the old EC horror comics, well rendered, awesome detail of the Creep Show comic. The kids score a 10 already. One of the highest of Bernie Wrightson's comic covers is not going to be Bernie Wrightson.
You know,
I know I missed it, Henry. I just missed it. Yes, there's a Creep Show 3.
You know, it's just depressing, Venk. Somebody put down a 10 iconic cover. I was going to correct him, say it was laconic.
Oh,
Laconic.
You know what's even more depressing?
If you'd watched our readings tonight, you'd have gotten that.
Do you know what's even more depressing though, Eric?
Life in general, but no, what?
Well, we're still here after midnight.
After midnight.
We didn't turn into. Well, don't feed us.
They'll give us water.
Oh my gosh! Anything I put up here is going to be anticlimactic.
That's what she said.
Many times. We've been married 30 years, so all the good and the bad has been said. So it doesn't matter. Oh my gosh, I feel kind of. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. We looked at this cover before. We're gonna look at it again.
Henry, that just makes you part of the family.
What?
Picking on you.
You know what? No, I fucked up. You're calling me out. I don't feel bad about that, about being called out. I missed. It says cover art by Jack Rammon, and I knew that this was a
And
Bernie.
you still messed it up.
And I know.
Comments,
so,
not the noodles. The artist.
So I deserve it.
I know there's the ramen noodles.
Okay, this one might not be straight up horror, but it's weird, and it's a Western. And God damn it, it's number 12. Let's start with that one instead. I do apologize for the mess ups tonight, guys. Okay, so Dominic, it was your turn, right? No, it was whose turn? It was Eric.
No, I let off the other one. Or are we doing this in place of Creep Show?
We're doing this in place of, because I fucked that other one up.
All right, well, I mean...
Is this Racer too? Because there's a signature on the bottom left there that says, is it him?
Hold on.
he's so paranoid now.
That's Joe Kubert. Fuck a donkey. Get the. He must have done inks on all of these goddamn things. Is there a fucking?
Hey, it says here, Joe Kubert cover. Bernie Wrightson nowhere to be found. What kind of idiot keeps putting these up?
Good time.
Come on, fellas. Come on. I think he has had enough.
Okay, no. I'm not going to let myself off on this one. Okay, now, Eric, this is a goddamn Wrightson cover.
You sure that isn't his brother Carl?
I know, right? Yeah, exactly. Okay, there we go, guys. This is definitely it's a letdown from the Creep Show, but there we go.
It's a letdown with you.
That's what she said.
It's a restart. I'm going to give you, I'm going to give it a 10 because you worked hard for this.
So hard, honey.
Okay, Dominic, what do you think?
Oh, this. All right, this issue of House of Mystery is a strong 10.
All right, and RDV.
I'll go 9.
Alrighty. This is funny. This has not happened before in any of our shows. I think I might have gotten a cover wrong, but never this many.
I mean, look at the girl's face. It's very. There's no expression. There's no emotion whatsoever.
Maybe she knows him.
Or she's blind like Alicia.
Okay, I'm giving this a 10, and mainly one, I love the colors. You actually see the body as it goes down into darkness. The full moon really highlights everything. The hair, the details in the hair of the werewolf. Yeah, I'll give this one a 10. All right. Once again, apologize for the inconvenience and such. Chaz is saying House of Mystery number 10. Defo a 10, says Rhaegar. All righty. And then we have an 8 from Joe, a 9 from Ethereal Dragon. And we've got, I'm giving a 10 for the third try, says One Slick. I was going to get this right, god dang it. I love comics, the Western Joe Kubert cover. Sorry, still a 10. He did the interiors, Wrightson inked, Neil Adams inside. I have that book. I sold that book a couple of times. Jackson says 9. Alrighty, and she's in shock, says Jackson. All right, we got a 9.
That is a Wrightson cover.
And then I know, right? House of Mystery 1, simple, direct, effective, rendering, color evokes the mood. Score a mystery 10. Mystery is this actually a Wrightson cover. Leon says 8. All righty, and then we have MK 10. I like it. It's like a horny American werewolf in London. If the wolf could do it in wolf form, says MK. MK. You need to go get help, man. I don't know what is not ticking up there. But
it's MK. Yeah. You don't tell. You don't even announce his name. I know.
I'm just saying your clock may be going backwards. Just watch that, man. All righty. So let's see. This is a very cool. Even though Creep Show is not a Wrightson cover, I prefer Creep Show. Yeah, me too. But,
I'm glad you put an L in there.
Let's see. I've got to find. I'm just gonna do mistake covers. There you go. Which one's the best? Let's see. Not liking the legs, says Leon. You haven't tasted them yet. And I can confirm that Mystery is a Wrightson. The werewolf looks almost identical to the one he drew in Cycle of the Werewolf. Also, under her leg, Wrightson. Whose heel sticks out like that? I know, it is like a little bump. Yeah, that's true. It's like he drew a shoe and then colored it like a foot. House of Mystery, Wolfman, nice rendering. It's an awesome cover. It's a 9, says Henry. Alrighty, there we go. Let's get the stop here so we can move on to one that I know, I think I know is a Wrightson cover.
Perhaps she has a very bad case of plantarsitis.
I'm good, man. Didn't get much sleep last night. No worries, dude. You keep being you, sir. All right, so this is what we've got. We got 2 8s taking on those 9 10s. 4 9s try to help, but does not work. As 3 10s still stand. And oh shit, I forgot to add this. Oh no, I added the Weird Western. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You know what? There are no rejects. They all got reused on this one. So there we go. All right, let's take this on up to the east side. Okay, and finally, let's see. That was Eric. So Dominic, you get the last book of the night. Say again.
Nothing.
Everybody in the world has told me this is a Bernie Wrightson cover. So if it's not, I don't know about it, but we're going with it anyway. Dominic, you lead us off on House of Mystery number 92.
Classic issue for the introduction of a long-standing character that is the Swamp Thing. I give this one a 10, because of the lighting from the moon, the shadows, and the colors will really help bring everything together, from the characters to the background.
All right. And what do you score this?
I just said earlier.
I didn't.
This is a strong 10.
All righty. RDV, House of Secrets, excuse me, number 92.
10, because I started getting the vibe with the hairstyle. Reminds you of that actress. I can't remember her name was.
I think her name was Simonson. Louise Simonson.
Yeah, but I'm not thinking of that. I know who's supposed
No,
to
it
be
looks like
Salvo.
Ginger from Gilligan's Island. It looks like it's Swamp Thing and Friends.
It looks like another 80s Hollywood actress that was around the time that was in the movies with the same hairstyle. Frick knows. But it's a 10.
All righty. And Eric?
10.
Okay. And of course, I'm riding that 10 train. This is absolutely, from the colors. You can actually see the strokes of the pen. I mean, it is so amazing. The folds in the clothing. Swamp Thing, not exactly what he'll become, but still creeping. It's amazing. This one is absolutely a 10. All right, but some people don't agree. So let's see where House of Mystery is, or House of Secrets is going to end up. Blurry, but it's a 9, says Rhaegar, and Ethereal says 8. I don't get it, but there you go. House of Secrets is a 9, says Chaz, and we've got a 9 from Joe saying it's iconic. And then we have a 10. That's why I own 3, says One Slick. And then we have, looks like Man Thing is planning to kidnap the girl from Taxi, whose name escapes me.
Mary Lou Henner.
There you go.
Yep.
And he's giving it a 10. House of Secrets 92, says Maranya. Wonderful painting cover. Simple and effective. This sells the concept and the book. Score a secret 10.
Oh, honestly,
Swamp Thing, my fault, says MK. 10, not much to say about this cover that everyone doesn't know. Everything is great about this cover, says Michael Taylor. All right, and we have Mary Lou Henner, Goldie Hawn. Nope. House of Secrets 92. That's right. First appearance of Louise Simonson, who posed for Wrightson on the cover. It's a 10.
Yeah. Ellen Barkin from the 80s.
Oh, okay. And Maranya, yes, Mary Lou Henner. Thanks. I'm trying to recall. All right. Is that? Let's put up the stop. If you do have a last minute vote, just put that on in there. And what we got here is a whole bunch of 10s tonight. We have 1 8, 3 9s trying to take on 9 10s and losing. You skipped Jackson. All right. I thought I grabbed Jackson, didn't he? Oh, he said 10 too. Alrighty. And this is a 10, ladies and gentlemen. 10 10s. Nice. Let's get this where it belongs. And these are your covers, man. This is the placements right here. And now we're going to figure out where they go in the countdown. And remember, you guys are, we are using everybody for their votes this time. It's not just us talking about it.
Should we rate the non-Wrightson covers first?
You want to take the time out?
I thought that would have earned me a pixel finger second from the thumb.
No.
Really.
I've actually,
Wait, that's how we get it. That's how we get a timeout. Sweet.
All righty. So at number 15 is obviously Dead, She Said, number 1. But we've got the 8s RDV. You want to start us off on that? All we need is your favorite of the 8s.
Sinister.
We have Sinister House, and we have Tomb of Dracula. And RDV says Sinister, and let me put the go for 8s in there. All right, go for 8s. And have a good night, One Slick. You take care, man. There you go. Eric, what do you
Jackson, think?
Tomb. All righty, Dominic.
Tomb of Dracula.
See you, Joe.
Okay, and I'm going on these two. Yeah, I'm going Tomb of Dracula also. Alrighty, and then we've got, let's see, Maranya says 8's favorite is Dracula. And then we have Tomb from Chaz. And we've got Tomb is best from Michael Taylor. And the 8's Dracula is best. And that's from Henry. Alrighty. And there we go. All righty, and let's put the stop if there's any last minute bids and it votes and it changes anything. We will change it for as it is now. I got to switch these because Sinister House had 1 vote and the rest went to Tomb of Dracula. All right, now we're going to need your least and best of the 9s. RDV.
All right, best of the 9s here. Jurassic Park.
Okay. And what's the least?
The drowning guy.
Alrighty, and that was Seduction. All right. Eric.
I think the Giant Sized Chillers is my favorite. And yeah, even though I gave 3 of these 10s, I think, but I'm gonna, looking at them side by side, I cannot rate the Jurassic Park the lowest. So I'm gonna go with the Drowning Dude too.
Okay. Dominic.
I actually keep this as is.
So Jurassic is your favorite, and the Seduction is your least favorite. I think
Correct.
The Seduction is my favorite, and I'm going to say Chillers is the least favorite. All right. Going to the 9s, we have, let's see. Oh, MK says 8 Sinister is best. All right, and that's how. All right, and let's see. The 9s, Giant Size Chiller number 3 is best. Seduction is the worst, says Henry. Do we only have 2 votes? Oh, no, here they come. Giant Size Chiller 3 is the best. Seduction is the worst from Henry. All righty. And then we have Chiller's best, Drowning worst. All righty. And is that all the voters we have left? Oh, here we go. Drowning guy best, worst is the gargoyle things. Okay, that's Chillers. All right. And Seduction is best for MK as well. JP and Drowning, says Ethereal. All righty. There we go. And you skipped 9's best. Seduction. Best Seduction. Worst is Jurassic Park. All right. Here we go. Is that and all right. If you have a last minute bid, please by all means put it on in there. And let's see where this goes. Stop. And before I leave here, I'll put up the go for 10. Alrighty, and I will mark these. And once again, it's all done by ratio.
Or
And
Horatio.
as it stands here, we have a definite negative, and that's 3 positives and 6 negatives for seduction, and that's already at the back. And then we have, let's see, the next one had no votes one way or the other, and that's Weird Mystery Tales, and it's where it needs to go. And then we just have to switch these two because Jurassic Park has 3 good. And oh no, actually, it is exactly the way it is. Chillers has 3 negative and 2 negative, 3 positive with a 1. And then we have 3 positive and 1 negative for Jurassic Park. So that scores it a 2. So we leave that. And here we go with the 10s. RDV, if you want to start us off again, please.
All right.
Best and worst of the 10s. Let me move it up just a little bit so you see the
Best is the redhead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Best is the redhead. House of Secrets. And the
Okay.
worst is the globe.
So one House of Secrets is your favorite, and the other House of Secrets is your least.
Yep.
All righty.
That's gonna be hard for people.
Yeah,
There's
that
2
is-
House of Secret books in here.
Yeah.
Okay, careful.
You can do it just the same. Swamp Thing and Globe. How about you, Eric?
Let's see. Yeah. I think my favorite is the Frankenstein,
Okay.
and my least favorite is the werewolf between the 2 House of Secrets.
Oh, I wasn't even looking at the top part. I only saw the bottom 3. Oh well.
Well, no, score it the way you want, man. Make sure that you're.
Well, I would change my lowest would be the Frankenstein then.
The lowest is the Frankenstein. All right.
Yep.
And Dominic.
Oh, that was a tough one. The Gargoyles is my favorite, while the least favorite has to be the werewolf. The House of Mystery issue with the werewolf and the woman.
Okay. Alrighty. And goodness gracious, what great freaking covers. Damn, this is tough. Dead of Night, Frankenstein, or House of Secrets 92? House of Secrets 92. I've got to go with that one as well. And for the least favorite, looking at them, as much as I loved it by itself, the other House of Secrets, the one with the crystal ball. Yeah, you're right. Okay, 10 column is very well represented, says Michael Taylor. Maranya says the best is the Frankenstein, the worst is the Globe. All righty. And my gosh, yeah, that Frankenstein is so awesome. The werewolf is the best. Twisted Tales is the worst, says Ethereal. All right, so House of Mystery has that. And then we've got Twisted Tales gets a worst vote. The 10s, Twisted Tales is best. And House of Secrets is the Crystal Ball is the worst. Okay. And we got House of Secrets Crystal Ball being the worst. And I have 3 copies of Twisted Tale just because that cover rule says analog. And Michael says first Swamp Thing is best and worst House of Mystery is the with the werewolf. Alrighty. And best is, there we go. Let's see. Do we have any more votes coming in on this, or are we done? Because this is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What, really? There's 8 covers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 got votes. That is interesting. Okay, so if we see any more votes, we will change what needs to be changed. Until then, let's find out where this is headed, and then we're going to find out the end of the poll, the results of the poll, and we'll go do some rejects, see what didn't make. Oh, here's MK. 10 is the Evil Tree is the best, and Black and White Frankenstein is the worst. The Evil Tree being the House of Mystery tree. Palm tree. Alrighty. And the Frankenstein is the worst. Wow. Kind of makes me wish I backed that Frank. It was a toss-up between those two. Okay, so here we go. This is it. Remember, it's all about the ratio, about which one got the Frankenstein is the best detailed cover, says Michael Taylor. It really is. It really is. Okay, so here's what we've got. We need a negative, and the negative, the biggest negative is the House of Secrets, the one with the crystal ball, because it got 3 negatives but 0 positives. Alrighty. And then let's see, do we have another negative? Yes, we do. House of Mystery with the werewolf. That comes in next because it got 1 positive, but it got 4 negatives. Okay, and then we have to look at the ones that just didn't get any votes at all, and those have to be next. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The only one that didn't get any votes either way is Dead of Night. So it would go here. And then let's see, we have the next one up would be Frankenstein because it got 2 positive, 2 negatives. And then we have 2 with 1 vote. Oh, no, 1. We have 1 with 1 vote for positive, but no negatives. There we go. And then we have, I'm sorry. Twisted Tales goes below Frankenstein because it's a net 0 as well. And I get to break ties. Alrighty. And then we have 1 with 3 votes, and another one that didn't get any votes at all is the Gargoyle. Okay, so that goes there. And ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much laid out right there. So what you have is number 15 is Dead, She Said. Number 14, Sinister House. Number 15, 14, 13 is the Tomb of Dracula. 12 is Seduction of the Innocent. 11 is Weird Mystery Tales. 10, Giant Size Chillers. 9, Jurassic Park. 8 is the House of Secrets with the crystal ball. 7 is the House of Mystery with the werewolf. We are on 6, and that is Gargoyle number 1. 5 is the first appearance of the Scarecrow. 4, Twisted Tales number 2. 3 is Frankenstein 2, House of Mystery with a man-eating tree. And number 1 is the very first appearance of the Swamp Thing. There you go, guys. That's how it is. The best cover of the show, and it will be going on to our bracket fights. Alrighty, cool. The House of Mystery tree cover is the next best detail. It's pretty good. All of these were really good. Let me ask you, as I always do, Eric, did your favorite make it into the top 10, and did it win?
I didn't really have a favorite this time.
Yeah, is it just because too many good, or?
No, yeah, they were. That's as good a reason as any.
I would have been happy with 3 covers winning: Dead of Night, House of Mystery, first appearance, or House of Secrets, first appearance of Swamp Thing or Frankenstein. Yeah. All righty. Let's go. Let's find out who is winning. What does the end of the poll say to us here, and what am I putting down next? Get to the end. There you go. Okay, it's okay. It's apparently running through all of the comments. You're going to pop up with the poll anytime soon here, guys. It is literally, I don't know how far back the comments are, but it's trying to catch up. Okay. Let's see, blurry, but a 10. Looks like Man Thing. Okay, so we're on the Swamp Thing cover.
All right, so Tunes won, and then Harvey and Disney were tired, and Casper and Wendy was in last.
What?
Yeah, you did it completely wrong. Dude, there's a way to do it. What the heck?
I want to go. I want to be here for like 15 minutes. You searching for it.
Go. It actually never popped up, but I like reading off the percentages and everything. But this
43% is for Dell.
No, dude, you got to go up. It's a thing. Which one lost?
Go up from what? You mean from the start of the bottom and work your way up to the winner?
Yes. How many people voted? How many? Okay, if you're going to do it, how many people voted?
23 people. 23 votes.
Then say thank you very much for everybody who participated.
You just said it. I'm not going to do what you want to do.
All right. This is the way it's done. So we're thanking everybody for participating.
Thank everybody who made it to this far with all the mistakes, you know, with the popping in and out and being a little dictator.
There you go. I have a way I like things done about that.
Then do it then. I don't care.
Alrighty, but I don't have the numbers on this, or I would. I've got
out of 23 votes, Casper and Wendy came in last place at 13%. Tied for second place is Harvey and Disney at 21%, but 43% of the votes went to Looney Tunes Dell Halloween. So honestly, I'm kind of glad because that's the one I voted for. But
yeah, me too.
I mean,
yeah,
I understand there's a lot of people who like Harvey, but I'm not a Harvey fan. I love Looney Tunes more.
Yeah, hey, I'm willing to do both because I like both of them. Yeah, I'm actually glad. Like I said, I'm going to expand it to Dell because Dell has some great Halloween covers. But I'm going to try to top load it with Looney Tunes. Alrighty, that being said, one thing we've been doing, and it seems fun and people enjoy it, is checking out the rejects. So let me find that. Oh,
all the non-Wrightson covers you showed us earlier.
Yeah, basically it's going to be all that. Yeah. No. All the non-Wrightson covers got accepted. They were in the show. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. But yes, here are the ones that didn't quite make the cut for one reason or another. I think I gathered a good. Yeah, they were Wrightson covers. We couldn't have that happening. All right, we have Bernie Wrightson to look back. I almost put this in. He's a monster. He's a cyborg, but damn, this is such a great freaking cover. And I think it actually is a Wrightson. No, it isn't. Let's see. This is Asylum. And then we had a back issue magazine cover. Batman Nevermore #3. #5. This is Bernie Wrightson, Master of the Macabre, issue number 2.
It's Eric when the red says, Gah!
Bernie Wrightson, Master of Macabre #4. And then Challengers of the Unknown. I was wondering, should this go into superhero horror? And then I said, yes, I just forgot to move this one over.
Except for that's Nasser and Rubenstein.
It's Nasser and Rubenstein?
Bottom right corner.
Oh, fuck. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's another
and they're funny udon noodles.
At the 12th stroke of midnight, you die, says the gargoyle in Chamber of Darkness #7. And let's see, we have Chamber of Darkness #8.
You know, Venkman, now that I think about it, how did that Challengers of the Unknown not make it in?
Well, he had Jack Ramen earlier.
Comic Book Artist magazine for this issue #4, and then Monsters Color the Creature book. That's a 1974 color book. I want to find that. Then we have Creepy, and that's issue number 87. Again, this was a Bridesmaid, Not a Bride. We're the 100-page spectacular #4. This is Beware the Monsters Are Here. This is issue number 11 at DC Special Presents. Good one.
Yeah, but I think that's Neil Adams.
Okay.
It is, yeah. I can see it.
Well, I'm just thinking. I mean, it showed up in the cover gallery, so I'm thinking
their foot,
there might have been inking or something going on. Probably presenting the Swamp Thing, and we had a couple of those. Dead She Said. This is issue number 2. I like the ants.
Oh, the guy's commanding them.
Doc Macabre. And that's issue number 1. And this is issue number 3. More Frankenstein, alive. And then we have a couple of these covers. I just like the one that I presented so much more. Frankenstein the Monster.
Oh, it's cool.
Yep. And it says VH and BW. And I think that's the case. I think Bernie inked it. Gimlet magazine. And we have, of course, this was supposed to be a reject. Do You Dare Enter the House of Mystery? And this was a novel. This very, very closely became the House of Mystery entry. Should have been, because it actually is in Bernie Wrightson.
I think I have those.
Yeah. This is another novel. And then we have another House of... We've got a lot of House of Mystery here, guys. We could do a straight-up House of Mystery video with Bernie Wrightson. I mean, these are some cool-ass covers, too.
Even the ones he did.
Yeah, I know, right? Alrighty. This one came very close. Very, very close to being in the show. Too much alien ass. I was like, no, can't put that in. There we go.
That's cool. The jack-o'-lantern.
Mm-hmm. House of Secrets.
How about this two Halloween covers that have jack-o'-lanterns in them?
That would be kind of cool. Man, I can't imagine the search. I love this House of Secrets. That's Abel. Yeah. Alrighty. Night Terrors, Red Circle Sorcery. I put this one in the rejects because I wanted to look at it again. This was not going to show up because this was in our other, the DC horror. Alrighty. Tower of Shadows, The Web of Horror. This is a great freaking cover. That's the Weird Mystery, the Weird Western, and Welcome Back to the House of Mystery. And then this is just an. I was going to use this as the for the thumbnail, but there you go. Those are the rejects, ladies and gentlemen. Good shot. I like those. I like the Bernie Wrightson covers, even the ones he did. This is never going to die, is it? But there you go. Val Merrick pencils, writes and inks. Love that Frankenstein monster cover, says Henry. House of Mystery 236, the dead body rising out of the swamps killer. We did a House of Secrets. No, we haven't done House of Secrets yet. No. One thing when I am looking, when I'm looking at covers and such, like if it's something like House of Secrets or something along those lines, I know there's more than 12. I always try to get after the 12. So we can do a show, and we can actually check out a whole bunch of the covers without repeating. But yeah, there you go. All right, let's see what's next. Not just what's next, but we are doing Tales of something or other. What's going on here? Yeah, I think that's it. Nope, Tales to Astonish is on Tuesday, and then Wednesday we are doing. I've got the Demon planned, but I might search out something that like Friday the 13th or something like that. I've got the Jason covers, which is they're more gruesome, and I know the girls aren't going to be here. The Demon, it's Jack Kirby's 1970s run, so that I think they can do. And let's see, yep, I think that's what's going to happen, and then it's going to be Kids Horror, Archie Horror on Friday. No, wait, yeah, Tales to Astonish. And then the Demon, and then Kids Horror on Friday. There you go. So please join us that at 10:30, and there you go. We should definitely do a house. I'm game. I agree, absolutely. All right, but don't forget to do all the clicking and the liking and sharing and all that stuff. And as always, thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.
Good night.
You all